It's your girl Janique. Okay, this is a random live. I want to see who's joining the live. I want to talk about protecting your money from gold digging men, gold diggers, gold digging men in particular. All right, gold digging men in particular, because I see a lot of women going out sad, hardworking women going out sad because they're in love and they see a man, they think he's down on his luck, and they're like, oh, let me help him, I love him, I could do, it doesn't matter, money doesn't matter. But if you're a woman that has a long-standing career, make sure you guys come in the live and like the live. All right, come in the live, like the live, and subscribe if you're new. All right, so if you have a long-standing career, why would you get with a man who doesn't have a career, that doesn't have any money, and not protect your wealth, not protect your finances? I mean, if you're free to love who you want to love, but you have to understand that not everyone has good intentions. Everyone does not have good intentions, okay? We're living in a world of opportunists. Hi. True. Yes. Everybody don't have good intentions. You know how many opportunists people nowadays, they use other people as a ladder. They use other people like ladders. They go from one person, build themselves up. Some people live like that. Then they get with another partner, build themselves up off of their resources. And that's how a lot of people uh, go through life, from other people, being a leech, gold diggers. A lot of people are gold diggers, men and women. But I notice a lot of women, they are assuming that, I don't know what women are assuming, but a lot of women got to understand that some men are gold diggers. Some men, they willingly use women for their money. They're straight up gold diggers. They're only with you because of your money. And the whole Todd and Kandi situation, I think that he planned, he knew she had money, and that's a part of the reason why he was with her. Maybe not the full reason, but a part of the reason why Todd Tucker and Kandi Burris worked together was because of the money. He wanted the money. Because she was single for a while. I remember I was watching the show and she really wanted a man. She really wanted a man. And then she got hooked up with him. But by the time she got hooked up with that man, she already had her career built. Escape. She had that. She had her songwriting credits. She was on a reality show for a number of years. She's built a strong career. She goes on shows, tours. She has entrepreneurship venues. Hi, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm talking about male gold diggers, man gold diggers. A lot of African men. Oh, I saw a story on TikTok. But right now I want to talk about Kandi Burris. I don't know if you guys know her, and Todd Tucker, who is her husband. Yep, male gold diggers. Men who want women for money. Yep. So when she met him, she already was established singer. She already had money. You say your boyfriend broke up with you today and it was your 5-month anniversary. That's okay. Move on. You'll be okay. You said me mix up, eh? Me mix up, yes. Right. Very mix up. All right. So yeah, I want to talk about, because I was listening to all the juicy gossip from the Kandi and Todd Tucker divorce scandal. So I wanted to get involved with it. I was writing down notes on it, even though my hand is scribble scrabble. I wrote down a couple of notes. So first, okay, so Todd Tucker, okay. So November 16th, I guess, of this year, they were broken up. No. That's not it. Let me get to the beginning. So you need to separate yourself. Okay, so one day, okay. on Juliet. Oh, wait. He wants full custody and oh, okay. So he filed. They was broken up since July of this year. So they've been broken up for a number of months, right? He wants full custody and alimony. So Todd Tucker wants full custody and alimony in okay, and he actually okay, so that's what he's requesting. So that means he's contesting the prenup. He wants to, the prenup says that he cannot get any alimony. That's what the prenup says, right? And he wants to contest that. Oh, and you know, in the beginning when I was watching Real Housewives, he was always saying, so what happens if you're with somebody and the man helped build them up? He's not supposed to get nothing. If the man helped build the woman up, he's not supposed to get nothing. I was thinking to myself, he already was thinking about the money, had some type of money on his mind when they got married. Okay? So he wants full custody and alimony. Can you imagine? He wants her money that she made during her singing career. So that's a no. All right. So there you go. Okay. So let's talk about it. So also he's claiming that the reason why he wants full custody is because she's always traveling for work. Also, she's going to be on Broadway in the play and Juliet on Broadway. It's starting in December and it ends next year in March. So that's why another reason that he's bringing up that she's going to be traveling for work so long that he wants full custody and he wants alimony. He wants to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't think so. I think a lot of black women are falling for this trick because they want love so bad. But my thing is, why do you have to marry? Why do you have to get married? Right? Why do you have to get married? Because I think she did all the right things. She did a prenup and everything, but now he's fighting that prenup, that he wants some of that money. Oh, thank you. Nice to have you again on the live. Thanks for joining. So I'm talking about male gold diggers on this live. So my thing is, a lot of black women are falling for this scam. There was another lady. She met a man from Ghana. All right, let me find the story. She met a man from Ghana. She fell in love with this man. He kept on saying excuse after excuse. His mother's sick. This person, he need that, all type of excuses. For some reason, he must have known that she saved up over $300,000, and every minute this man had an excuse of playing on your heart, playing on her heart. So manipulators play on your emotions. Whenever somebody asking you for money as a man, you should see that as a red flag. And when a man asks you for money and a manipulator, he's going to use your emotions against you. Whenever anything that a man wants to manipulate or take from you, he's going to use your emotions from you. He's going to use love. I'm in love with you. You're the most beautiful. He's going to make you feel good. He's going to use your emotions. That's why you cannot be naive. You have to be skeptical of anyone, because it says put your trust in no man. You have to be skeptical in general. Right now in this society in general, you have to be skeptical of people. You cannot be too trusting. And this is what happens to a lot of trusting women with kind hearts. And if you are operating under your emotions, if you operate off your emotions, you're going to be manipulated. Because people use your emotions against you. For example, telling sad stories. A man could come up with you and say, oh, my uncle has a terminal disease And I need the doctor money. He's using your emotions against you. He wants you to feel some sad, feel bad. He wants you to, that's how men get things from you. That's how manipulators use. Men who manipulate, they use your emotions. Love scamming. If you worked hard for your money all your life, you shouldn't be so eager for love. You should be starting thinking, what should I be building? Should I be building with this man? Do I think manipulation is cruel? Yes, I think manipulation is cruel. It's of the manipulation is a form of witchcraft. It's demonic. You're tricking someone into something that they didn't agree with. You're tricking someone. Thank you. Make sure you guys like the live. So yeah, manipulation is wrong. So that's why a lot of women who don't have their emotions in checks and they feel sorry for people, they fall for this scam. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, what happened? What can I do? You feel so bad. And you have such a good heart that you don't even think that someone could do that to you. Gossip is also demonic, yes. You have such a good heart because you're judging people off of your own. You're positive projecting. You're projecting your positivity onto other people. Like, I wouldn't do that. A lot of people will get tricked. They said, I can't believe someone would do that. I wouldn't do something. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. But you cannot use positive projection, projecting your own character on other people because you don't know other people. That's called positive projection. Just because you wouldn't do something. We live in a world. You got to understand that. And that's the reason why I did a lot of videos of street smart, jealousy, envy, all these type of things, because this is how people's human mind operate. Not being used. I did videos on it already. Black women being used. Because a lot of black being women are being used because a lot of them are not the preference, right? A lot of he don't really want you, not a preference, but you still want him. You still want him though. He don't prefer you. And so I heard a lot of men will do this to big women. They assume that bigger ladies, they will use big women thinking big women don't have self-esteem, and then they will break women down. Another way they get things from women is from the abusive cycle of breaking her down emotionally and mentally and telling her, oh, in an argument, no one will ever want you, pointing out her insecurities. And that's how they break down women mentally. I'm telling you this right now. This is free game that y'all getting, and this is real of the real free game. This is how they get women, manipulators get women in this way of, she's so desperate. They do it in stages and steps. First they love bomb you. They love you so much. You never felt this high, you never felt this good, you feel so happy. They love bomb you. You don't have to be a narcissist to love bomb though. It's just a manipulative tactic. But yes, narcissists do use manipulative tactics as love bombing. But you don't have to be a narcissist to love bomb. But love bombing is a form of manipulation. But anybody could love bomb you. Fake compliments. It's called flattery. They're boosting you up. So what they do to these women, I love you so much. And sometimes maybe they got like a little one money. They got a one money and they're going to spend that one money to trick her the first time. And then start making excuses after that. Like, oh, my, something happened. I had an accident, or my bank got froze, my bank card, or I got a court case, or I'm being sued. They're going to trick her the first time. This is a scheme that's done. That's the reason why I'm telling women how it's done. First, it begins with the love bombing. They get you to fall deeply in love with them. Once they got you hooked, right, like a drug, Oops, I don't know if I said that. Once they got you hooked, like you're addicted with the love bomb, and you're addicted to loving them. That's when they know they got you. That's then when they start playing that game, right? So when they want to play that, and they know they got you, and guess what? They're gonna pull back from you. They will pull back from you to leave you chasing that high again, that love again, chasing that feeling again. What's happened? What's happened? And then what? Oh, well, what happened is I need 10K. This is how they get these women. And the woman is like, and he's not gonna say it in that way, but he's gonna say, oh, I need it because of, he's gonna give a sob story, a lie, my business, something, whatever. Then she's gonna want him to be happy again, want him to love her again. She give him that money. That's a pattern of how they do it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. All right, this is how women get tricked. Manipulation. Intermittent reinforcement. That's what it's called. Somebody said it right here, intermittent reinforcement. So they leave you wanting more. So in order, you're not going to get the same love, the love that you got in the beginning until you make sure you act right. Give him what he wants. And that's how, and some women, they break you down so bad in an argument. Like they would, oh, you're fat, or you're fat, nobody will ever want you. They break you down so bad in an argument. And you know how these women, after they break you down and break your self-esteem mentally in an argument, after they break your self-esteem mentally in an argument, then they're going to apologize. They're going to say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They trauma bomb. That's why it's demonic. So that's a lot of these men. That's how they operate. And I'm putting you on to free game. Then they're going to apologize. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean those things that I said. But when he said those things to you, he already know that it took away from you. It took away from your self-esteem. It took away from your confidence when he said those things to you. So he knows that you're feeling more insecure. And if you're more insecure, you're not going to go looking for somebody else. Because you, in your mind, you feel nobody else wants you because he pointed out you're fat or whatever. I don't know. Whatever he pointed out about you. You don't have no body shape. Your body's not nice. Or he's comparing you to other women. Why? That's a way to break you down, to gain control, so he could get anything he wants out of you. Taking, argument. If he doesn't get his way, disrespect. There's some men who live like that. They don't want to work. And how they get women is the BD, the BBC. That's how they get women. And let's talk about it. They'll use that BBC to the lustful woman to keep them trapped emotionally, physically. That's when you're having when you're sleeping with people, you're getting emotionally attached to them. That lust, you're so connected to them. That BBC, that wanting, that needing that person. That's what a lot of these guys use to get over on women. That BBC. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have I been a victim to this type of relationship, to giving men money? Absolutely not. If any time I've ever given anybody money, it's because I've wanted to, not because I was tricked into it. But I know the game, and that's why you're getting free game. Somebody would try to trick me. I say, hey, oh, you think that you're gonna, I know the game, like. So a lot of guys with that BBC, they use that, and you wonder why these women will be with a man that doesn't work, and he lays around and he hustles. Maybe he brings in $100 a month towards the bills, making excuses. Oh, he doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to work, so he's using women. That's a lot of men are like that. They don't want to work, so they're using and living off of women, playing video games all day, sitting in the house, screaming and abusing these women. And unfortunately, that's a lot of these women reality. Bringing these foreign men over here for a green card. He uses you for everything you got. And that's 100% fact. You bring these foreign men over here for a green card because you want love so bad. You don't know how desperate and how much of a survival mode that they are in. You say you're self-made already. That's right. I'm glad you are. But there's a lot of women right now, they're taking care of a man and they're being used and abused for their money. Taking up people for a green card from these other countries. And you're taking up a burden because you take these other countries that they live in, they don't live the lifestyle that we live in New York or in America. They don't work like we work. They lazy. They in a lot of these countries, they sit around all day and they don't work. And you brought this man up here to this country, got him a green card because you wanted love so bad. And you know, the American lifestyle, the way we work and we go to work every day, pay taxes. A lot of these people, they don't work and have to pay taxes in their country when you bring them here. So when you bring them here, all you're doing is bringing up another kid. And it's a burden, but you're so, like Stella got her yep, I make you laugh. That's cool. I'm glad, like Stella got her groove back, and that's a true story. You guys better go read that book and just go do the research. The true story of Stella got her groove back, and she got up this Jamaican man. I could have told her. She got a Jamaican man. You know how Jamaican. I'm not even funny, but only Jamaican women know. Lord, so Stella got her groove back, got a Jamaican man in Jamaica, right? And she was so in love, yes, honey. To come to find out years later, he is LGBEFT. So he got a free pass out of Jamaica, so he won't get his ass whooped. He got a free pass out of Jamaica, and I look at that man, and I could tell you he wasn't straight. He had his shirt buttoned down like this. I could look at that man and I tell you he was not a straight man. And I'm like, who? And then when they came on Oprah, right? I don't know if you guys follow this story. When they came on Oprah, and it's just like, she came on Oprah, and you could look at the man and know the man was not a straight man. And I was just like, dear Lord, dear Lord. Okay, thank you. So you're just scrolling and letting women have their online spaces. Thank you. Make sure you drop a like for your girl, Janique. Drop a like before you go. And if you want to send me a gift, a thank you, there you go. If you're getting bullied in school, you should speak out about it. Tell the principal. And if you new, like and subscribe. But there's a lot of black women that they're so desperate for love. The men don't want black women anymore. They want the preference. The Latina, what was it? The Ling Ling, Maria Ling Ling, Becky. A lot of the black men, they don't want the black woman anymore. So then the black women are getting desperate. Make sure you like the live and subscribe. Some is true. Some of them is like that. So some black women are getting desperate and they will marry some man out of the country. They'll fall for the men that's watching them. Some of these men are watching these women on social media, watching their lifestyle. You love black women? Great. I'm happy you do. Thank you. Watching the lifestyle, and they're preying on these women. A lot of people are preying on women, on their lifestyle on social media, and then they're going in the inbox, hey beautiful, he already saw your house, everything, how you live. He already saw all of that. And then he's like, hey beautiful, from another country. Then you start a romance with him from the internet. One thing leads to another. He's so in love with you. Then he started telling you, oh, this happened, that's how these romance scams start. Or these hood dudes, these felons, they don't have a job, and then the hustling money is not working, no money. I'm doing good, thank you. So a lot of these hood dudes, the hustling is not making money. They don't have a job, so they're only hustling a couple of dollars a day. Instead of they go get a job, they don't want to. They're a felon, so it's hard for them to get a job because they're a felon. So they still gotta hustle. So they're hustling this little money, and then they have a woman that's there that they're using just to have a place to stay. And this happens quite a lot in New York because the rent is very high. I'm doing good tonight, honey. Um, some people are using other people for their own survival. They're in survival mode. And I guarantee a lot of these men that's in their own survival, the women that's helping them survive, the women that's helping them up, that's not the woman that they're going to be with when they're on their feet. They're going to believe they're on another level now. They can get a new woman. They could get a better woman, a prettier woman, because they have more money. So the woman that helped them get on their feet is no longer valuable. And also she put so much into the relationship, helping him out. She put so much into the relationship, being there for him and helping him out, that she neglected herself and let herself go. Yes, yes, yes. That's how it goes. So if you see a man start asking you any questions about your money, that's a red flag. He won't, sometimes these men, they won't ask you questions directly about your money. They'll ask you what you do for a living. What happens to women's intuition? Love is blind. A lot of women who don't follow their intuition, they only follow it later when they said, yes, I did have a feeling. A lot of women ignore their intuition when it comes to love because of their emotions. They go off their emotions, not their intuition. And then a lot of these people, let me tell you another sign of a manipulator. It's always an emergency. And they're doing it fast, so you don't have time to think. It's always an emergency. That's a red flag. Quickly. So sometimes you think, you didn't know this before? Oh my God, they're about to cancel they're about to evict me. Oh my God, I need your help. They're about to evict me. But sometimes you got to sit back and think, when did you go to court? Did you have an eviction notice? When did you know that? It's always a fast emergency, these manipulators. And let me tell you, you'll never get that money back. Y'all women are so desperate. Some women are not. And you're a man. I'm sure you can't get every woman you want, so there you go. Some women are desperate, some women are not desperate. All depends on their lifestyle. All depends on who they are. Some women have very high standards and they would not even go out with a man if he's not spending a certain amount of money or taking her on a certain type of date. So, hey, is that desperate? I don't know. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. If a man asks you how much certain things cost, I like that chain. How much that cost? How much that cost? Any time people ask you how much something cost, and if they're not trying to buy it, That means it's a red flag. They're counting your money. They're watching your pockets. Okay, let me go in. You said that is delusional. That's not standards, man. Okay, first they're desperate. Now, oh, I don't know. Pretty mouth, though. Oh, okay. So everybody's different, but it happens. Just like how a lot of men are not gonna take money from a woman. A lot of men have too much pride, so not all men are gold diggers, but there's an uprising in male gold diggers, and a lot of men use their sexuality. If they have a big BBC, that's what they use to control women, get women hooked to them. Why you think so many women crying, do right, do right? He said, yeah, I'll do right. He'll say do right for a week, but he'll go and do what he wants to do, right? He's doing that. He doesn't really love you. He's just there for your benefits, the benefits, whatever. It's a place to live or whatever. That's why he's doing that, because he doesn't really love you. He's doing it for whatever he's benefiting from that relationship. That's why he's going and doing whatever he's doing all the time, because it's he's in survival mode. These guys who don't have a job, they'll stay up with a woman that's paying the bills, but really they have all these other chicks cheating with when she's at work and stuff. That's reality. I see it. Women with high paying jobs taking care of a men for the D. That's it, because the man is good in bed and they're hooked to that. That lust is a strong trap. And some men know that they're good in bed. They know what they're doing. A guy, trust me, I know. They know what they're doing. So they're using that, sleeping with women, getting them hooked, when lying, oh, I love you so much. You mean everything, but he's always having other women. If you're the one paying the bills and he's not contributing anything, he's there because of the benefits that you provide for him. Nothing more. Because if you're taking care of a man financially, how would you know if he loves you? What happens if you don't have no money now? Then what? He's on to the next? That's not the order of things. A man is supposed to be a provider for himself, his family, his community. You said you had a woman you used before? Aw. Oh, good. A confession time. At least a man is here saying he had a woman he used before. Okay, at least you spoke the truth. That's fine. You said before. Okay, so. Oh my God, you say use the woman? Oh, you used the woman before. So her father was weak and let me live with her. You live with her. Were you paying any bills? I guess not, right? You said it was fun? Wow, okay. Oh, also when they want to shack up with 50-50, I can go 100 by myself. Exactly. I was watching Judge Judy, and one man, he says he lived with a woman. He never they have 4 kids together, but he was just there for a place to stay. And after the kids, then he had feelings for her now. But he was just there for a place to stay. Another lady, she was dating a black man, a white woman, she was dating a black man. She was flipping out. He was cheating like crazy. My God. And she went and broke the car up. I was wondering why she broke the car up. She broke up the car, but guess what? It was her car. She paid for that car while he was in that car with another woman. It's not a good idea to be giving a man money, giving them any green cards, supporting them financially. Wow, you cheated on her all the time after she gave you a place to stay? Wow. Wow. You see what I'm saying? That's terrible. Like, do you feel good about that? Because the way you're talking about it, do you feel good about a lady that gave you a place to stay and you cheated all the time? In her car? Dear Lord. Okay, there you go. I already just said there's men who do this. You felt good about it? Okay, good. So ladies, be careful. Take my advice. You shouldn't be helping these men who cannot offer you anything. You're not his mother. An adult's supposed to be able to provide for himself, especially a really adult male. You got to think to yourself, what was this man doing all his life? Was he working? Did he have a career? What were you doing with your life? Why is it that you need to come and stay with me? You need to come and live with me. Why can't you provide the basics for yourself? Food, home, and shelter. You got to think to yourself as a woman about that. You say, wait, this is a man or a woman hosting here. If you can't tell if I'm a man or a woman, you need to leave this live. You got deeper issues than that, honey. If you can't tell if I'm a man or a woman. Seriously. You got to get off this live. You're caught up in that, all that society stuff if you can't tell. You said she definitely has low self-esteem. Who? That was so crazy. For somebody to say that, oh, your man, it's wild. Oh, the girl had low self-esteem. You said they all do? Yeah, you said they all have low self-esteem? So a lot of men, okay, I'm glad you said low self-esteem so I could bring it up. So a lot of young people with low self-esteem, they will go for men and let men do whatever to keep that man, to make her self-worth feel better. So yes, she'll do anything to please that man. So yes, he's right. Men do prey on women when they know that the confidence is low, and they always think big women got confident issues. And they used to listen. I could tell you some stuff that happened that I've seen happen, but I don't want to talk about it. But some men, they will prey on you if they know you have a low self-esteem. They're like, good, she's a good, perfect target. When you don't feel good about yourself, you talk down about yourself, you don't have much confidence, you don't talk back, you're scared to speak up. They know who to target. And especially a lot of women don't realize when you tell a man your sob story about your past, talking about, oh, I've been through this, I've been through that, you're only giving him data. You only have give him data to repeat that again. If he's a predatorial type, you don't tell nobody your past. You're just telling him what you're gonna put up with. You say, yes, that's true, but the pretty one has the lowest self-esteem. Wow. He says the prettiest one have the low self-esteem. Could be. I've heard that statement before. If you know you're in a situation where you know a man is using you, he's constantly taking, and he's never giving, it's time to look at yourself and say, why am I allowing this? You have to learn, you have to understand, because there's a man in the comment right now saying it, and he's not lying. He's saying the truth. Because wouldn't you want if you have the mind of a man, wouldn't you want a woman do whatever you want, do all these things to you in bed and give you money. Yeah. So they manipulate your mind to get you on that level, to get whatever benefits that they want. Well said. What you said, well said. Thank you. But what part of it was well said? I had a white guy that asked me, what is my trauma? Weird question. Yeah, he wants to ask you about your past so that he could use, people are predators. They want to know about your deep, deep issues so that they can use that against you, whether it is an argument, whether, whatever, in some type of way, they will use that against you. It's all mind games, manipulation, and they want to get your emotions. That's what they do to get you to do what they want and give you things, give them things. Sob stories as well. Sob stories. When people are always having a sob story, sometimes they're just doing that to get pity, sympathy, and get help that they do not deserve. You said about men preying on women that I had a good point. Yes, a lot of them, especially if a woman is not confident in herself, they'll see the type of woman that they could get over. She's not that smart. You know, she really wants love. One guy asked me if I would fight over him. This man has a lot of women, mind you. Once you tell them your past against you, my ex used my past against me during an argument. That's what they do. They use it as a leverage. I will never tell these males anything about me. It's not only about males, it's just a life skill. Don't tell anyone anything personal about you. You take your trauma and your deep issues to God. That's who you take it to. You pray. That's what prayer is for. You take that to God. That's a life lesson. It's not only about men. It's just how you operate in general and just being street smart in general. Because you could get swindled by anyone with a sob story. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes. When it comes to dating, you're right. I know what you mean. You don't tell men your sob story. Absolutely, I agree with that. I agree with that because they use your emotions against you, and some will play the long game. And listen, remember Cardi B? He said, "I won." When Offset said, "I won," when Offset said, "I won," that means he made a rich woman his baby mama. That's what he exactly said. "I won, you're my baby mama." Number one, he's gonna get child support for 2 kids if he had custody. 2 kids he'll have child support for, at spousal supports, alimony. And this is the type of world that we live in. People will play the long game with you. They stick it out long because they see your potential and they want a piece of that pie. A man should not know how much you're holding in your pocket. You should always let a man know, "Oh my God, I'm late for my rent." That's it. Your mortgage is late. A man should always know your mortgage is late. You should not let a man know how much you're holding. That's rule 1. A man should not know how much you're holding. You always, yup. They're talking about, "Oh my God, I got a new promotion." A man should not be knowing how much you make pay at work. You make minimum wage. That's how much you make at work. You make minimum wage. Let him know that your rent is behind, your mortgage is behind, and you make minimum wage. Because some of them will look at you like, "Oh, big money. Oh, boss lady. Big money, boss lady." You know what that says? What does that mean when he says boss lady, big money? All right, that's one thing. Old school woman, you gotta, as a lot of these, you gotta know, man should not know how much money you're holding. Period. Period. That's how come a lot of women are getting their money taken. So we're gonna talk about it. It's There is, who else? Halle Berry got her money taken by a man. Um, Sherry Shepherd got money taken by a man. That's 2 black women. Britney Spears got her money taken by a man. That's 3 women. There's women that you should not be careful with your money. You should stand up and pose for the chat. No, I just have on a shirt. There's nothing to pose. Shirt and my leather pants. A man is supposed to have the heart to provide for his woman. Because what incentive does a woman have to do if you're not providing for her? If you see a woman of your choice, beautiful woman of your choice, right? Why should she want to be with you if you're not going to do nothing for her? Let's be real. A beautiful woman that you actually want. Why wouldn't you naturally want to do stuff for her and provide for her? Explain. A woman that you want. Oh yes, Whoopi Goldberg also got. You said respect and love? I don't understand what you... So you're not going to provide for your woman? She's not going to want you. A beautiful woman that has options, she's not... I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to stay single. She's going to go for a man that has the mindset to do stuff for her. Take her a nice date. She's not going to want you. As a woman, I'm telling you. Because maybe you think in your mind, hey, love and respect. In your mind. But you don't know the type of men that's out there. So yeah, oh well. Okay, then good. Stay single. Because a lot of men are delusional. You don't know the men that's out there. Like, you think a woman is going to go with a guy for ice cream. One guy asked me, you want to go for ice cream? A big doofy man. I think the man was like in his 40s. Talking about, you want to go for ice cream? And I blocked him right away. I couldn't even... The level of tolerance that I don't have, I just blocked him. You want to go... This is a big doofy man. He wanted me to go for ice cream with him. It's just... I was just like, ugh, I'm not even going to go there. You said I keep 100 for myself, and you could get... a lot of women are single and they're fine. They're independent. So, like, to be around a man who's cheap, they're not even going. You said, oh, wow. Okay, then stay single. Because no woman that you think that is fine, a fine woman, that's a really fine woman in real life, that if it's a fine woman in real life and you're talking about, oh, I won't do nothing for you, you're not going to have no chance. Not in the dating market. If she's a fine woman trust me, a lot of men want her. So in the dating field, you might as well drop out. If you don't believe in doing anything for women. Your mother put you onto game, and your mother wanted to keep you single so you could always be around, because your mother put you onto game. So you do nothing for women? What? Stay single. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Why are there so many fine women single? Because they don't want to be with a man. You don't know the hell of You're welcome. Why? Come on. Why would there's so many beautiful women, right? Fine. So why would a woman be with these men and they cheat so much? The men have so many options to cheat with this one, cheat with that one. And then some of the men, they want 50-50. It's too much hassle. A lot of fine women are single because it's too much hassle. Being with a man is too much hassle. Some women are like, oh, just let the men do whatever they want now. They're tired. It's too much hassle. The men are like, oh, I don't want to do anything for women. Can you go to ice cream with me? I think a man close to his 50s, 40-something-year-old man, was like, can you go to ice cream with me? This is why women are single. I blocked him though, but I was shocked that he said that. That was the first time a man asked me for ice cream. I heard it on the internet that men do that, but I never had it happen. The man said, can you go to ice cream? Dear God. Oh man, that was hilarious. I don't know, maybe I'm not a preference, or maybe he's not used to dating black women, because that's the only way I can explain that. A grown man asking me to ice cream. Okay, so a lot of men want top tier women, but their pockets are not top tier. They can't afford the woman that they want. They can't afford. A lot of the men that they want, the woman that they want, they can't afford it. The woman, most of you guys are not top tier. All right. So what's your point? You women. I mean, like, okay, most women are not top tier. Okay, there you go. All right then. So does that change the point that some women, it's better for some women to be single, the less hassle that they have to deal with? That's why some fine women are single. It's the less hassle. Okay. I had a 50-year-old ask me for ice cream. Mind you, I'm 27. Dear Lord. So they're asking the younger girl, 50-year-old man asking a younger girl. So they want a younger girl for free. Dear God. I told him if his age group are not dating him, what makes me think I will date him? So his own age group don't want him, because he doesn't. Why would a 50-year-old man is trying to get with a young girl in her 20s? I'm glad you have some sense, girl. And he's offering you ice cream. Dear Lord. I'm glad you have sense. Ice cream, $5. It's just stay home. It's because the men think it's a delusion with the men, because it's just like, there's other men that's like easily giving away things and buying things. It's just weird. It's strange. The ones that asked for ice cream, one guy said, hey, you want to go to coffee? Right? And I was like, oh, I don't drink coffee. Is it that you don't have money? That's what I asked him. He said, oh, I wasn't trying to be cheap or nothing. Yeah, let me know where you want to go. And I was like, the fact that he even offered me coffee in the first place, I just stopped talking to him. I'm not going, because it's a waste of my time. I don't want to stress you out for a plate of food. Women in the U.S. who are 5s think that they're 10s. Ooh. So here comes the guys that want to bash women. They're always, okay. Wonderful. And you're still not married or settled down. Did you go to Colombia to get a $10 reward or something? I know y'all be going. I'm never going to go there. He has never been married, never had kids. He's never been married, never have kids. He's 50 years old, asking a 20-something-year-old to go out for ice cream. And now you know why he's never been married and never had kids. I told him he should have done that in his younger years. They play the fields with different women because they think that young girls want them. They think that it's like a delusion. A lot of older men, they be like, oh, I want 20, and the 20-year-old do not want them. Say, yeah, man, it's like, When they're younger, they didn't want to get married, but now the man is older trying to get with a 20-year-old and she doesn't want him. And then he's like, oh, why don't you want to go for ice cream with me? Some of these guys, he'll probably be getting upset with you. Like, I can't believe she didn't want ice cream. It's like they're stuck in there. You said, ma'am, why am I not married? You said, old fools. Well, maybe I need to go out more and then I'll find men. But right now, this whole year, I'm focusing on work. I'm not looking for finding this man to finding that man. You said, yes, that's what a lot of men are doing. They're trying to get money from women because they're not gainfully employed. So they're hoboing. They're looking for a place to stay. Hobosexual, that's what they call them. Excuses. What are the excuses now? What excuse did I make? If you like and subscribe, if you're new, guys, listen, I'm gonna sum up the whole sum of this live. The point is, there's a lot of men now that they're gold diggers on women. They live off of women. Women should be smarter about their money. A man with an emergency asking you for money is a red flag. He could be using you for your money. Only way you should be giving and helping a man at that level is because your man been taking care of you for years and he's fell on hard times. That's the only way. If a man you just met, he's asking for money, that's a red flag. A man should not know about your bank account, your finances. That's your personal business. So anytime a man without a green card or stuff like that, marrying for a green card, a man in a desperate situation that's quick for marriage is a green flag. Again, a man in a third world country that's quick to come to the U.S. for marriage is a red flag. Again, a man in a third world country that's quick to come to the U.S. for a green card, that's quick for marriage, is a red flag. That's it. That's what I'm summing up the live. That's all I gotta say on this live. Now, let's see the comments. You will never let a man live with you. I love my own space. I do what I want when I want. Perfect. I'm skipping this comment. Now, they start with a small amount of money and then they start to ask for big money. Yep, that's how they do. I didn't add this part. A lot of times these men, they'll ask you for something small. First it's 20, then it's 40, then it's 80, then it's 100, then it's 500. But guess what? The trick is they're going to pay back the small amounts. They'll pay back the 100, the 20, and the 30. But the time when they ask for the large amount, the 1,000 or more, they're going to ghost you and disappear because they've been tricking you all along. They're asking you for small amounts, building your trust. They're building your trust at first. And then when they ask for the large amount, you already trust them. But that's when they ghost you, when they ask you for the large amount. And it was no accident. It was strategic. All right, guys? Anyway, guys, later. Romance scamming is on an all-time high. Be careful, especially in this economy. Later.